The NHL is on a break, but I've got you covered. It's time for another Fun Fact Friday. This one isn't as much of a secret. A lot of us know by now that January set a new NHL record for the most hat-tricks in a single month. There were 31 hat-tricks, which is a hat-trick per day. Here is a list of all the hat-tricks, where it ranged from superstars like McDavid, to AHL call-ups like Pavel Regenda, to defensemen like Radish, Bouchard, Ekholm, and Dahlin. We even saw a double hat-trick for the Bruins in a huge 10-2 win. This record smashed the previous record of 29 hat-tricks in December of 1985. As you would expect, back then the hat-tricks per game were much higher, as shown by the orange line. As back in the 1980s, there were far fewer games each month and scoring was much higher. But by modern standards, March of 2024 was the most comparable month to January 2026, and that month had 6 fewer hat-tricks. So how did this happen? Basically, there was a perfect combination of factors to make this record more likely to happen in January. Firstly, January and March are the most optimal months to pull this off. Next, the schedule is much tighter this season to make up for the 3-week Olympic break. This is also the first time the NHL has had a tight Olympic schedule with a 32-team league. Topping it off is the fact that this month started on a Thursday and ended on a Saturday, where Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays generally have the most games on, making all of these factors a perfect recipe to allow this record to happen. And of course, there's also a coincidence factor at play. It just so happened that the stars aligned and everything was clicking, so the players capitalized on this opportunity. Everyone was talking about this record last week, but I don't think most people realize just how crazy this record is. I might even go out on a limb and say this is one of those records that won't be broken for an extremely long time. What's even crazier is that we were actually very close of having upwards of 34 hat-tricks, which probably would have firmly put this record out of reach for the rest of our lifetimes. Feel free to pause the video to read how we almost got 3 more hat-tricks. I do a deeper dive into this record on my recent blog post. So if you're interested in learning more, then be sure to check out the blog page at slapshotbets.com.